everybody, it is Mary
and Alma,
and today we are reviewing Love and Marriage Huntsville, but we invite you guys to like,
share,
subscribe,
and comment
down below.
Okay.
But yes, we're going to get right into it.
Yes,
I think
let's
what
chop it
happened
up.
last episode was Tisa and her cousin Kiki, they had gotten into it.
Mm-hmm.
Now this was a continuation of it. Like I said before, Tisa, you should just went to your car. Like, I don't know why you're looking all shocked as Kiki's coming out the door like, oh my gosh, she's coming? You're right outside the club. So
she's like, don't talk about me.
Yeah, Kiki's like, don't talk about me again. Kimmy, or whatever. My thing is like, girl, this happened 13 years ago. If you're not over it, then go get some damn healing. Go get some therapy, because I ain't finna be apologizing forever and over and ever, over and over and over again. Like, that makes no sense. Like, get it together. Yeah.
So anyway, Kimmy tells Maurice about it, and Maurice is like, he's always trying to bring Kimmy to stuff. Stuff is gonna happen, and you, Tisa, and what is her name? Denise.
You mean Destiny?
Yeah, they're gonna try to get you all involved, and Maurice, he's all in the soup when it comes to the women's issues. He all up in the soup.
Stay in the soup.
And he's always trying to draw Kimmy in.
Kimmy don't really like that. She don't really play that
She
either.
really doesn't, but he stayed in. He's such a little gossipy ninny.
I know.
And then he spoke to, Destiny came over to
help him, I guess, get him to help her about the finances or whatever.
Right, because he's an attorney. And to, I guess, give her some advice and stuff like that. And he brings the conversation to her and Mel. I don't know if Mel told him anything. He brings it to her and Mel and Tisha. And there was a really sweet moment, though. Destiny doesn't usually cry, but she was, like, kind of crying.
I'm sorry, what? Don't be rude.
Oh, Lord.
Destiny and Melody are talking right now.
You hear these messages.
Mel is a mess.
You are, but don't tell me don't be rude.
But yeah,
it's a really sweet moment.
Yeah.
The Destiny was, kind of teary. Just talking about how Tisha has been there for her this past year. And not really feeling that way about Melody. So later on, you'll see, we'll talk about her meeting up with Melody. But I wanted to talk about Martell.
Yeah, so Martell, this is what I realized.
To be brought back into
Scout. Well, he said that, he did say that, Scout would not have happened if it wasn't for the Holt. Because apparently the company was
Marcel
them together
said,
or whatever.
right.
But then they bought him out or whatever because it wasn't working. My thing is, he helped you. Mm-hmm. I'm sure a lot of people help people with businesses. Mm-hmm. But he's a loose cannon. Mm. Him and Melody are also very unstable. Okay? Whenever they are on the outs, they need other people. Mm-hmm. That's when they just start to mend fences and decide to build bridges up again. That's when they decide, oh yes, let's go and look for the people who were there for us. Mm-hmm. Martell, you had not talked to Morceau for like 5 or 6 months. Because he filed a police report on you. You get divorced. All of a sudden you walk in. And now you have the cojones to apologize. And now that Melody and you guys are divorced. I know there was something that was going on season 1 or season 2 where he could not even sell the 47 acres because Melody, they both bought it together or whatever, stuff like that. So I'm sure he's not making as much money as he would like. Mm-hmm. So now all of a sudden you want to be back in scope. The thing is, he is a loose cannon. Mm-hmm. You can't trust him. Mm-hmm. Whenever he is upset, he decides to go and be a jackass to everybody and their mama. Mm-hmm. Like, I remember the second season, Miss Wanda, they were basically getting divorced. Mm-hmm. Right? And Miss Wanda went to go talk to Mel about, don't worry, you're going to get somebody who's much better. And he came like a bull. Like, he looked like he was about to punch that lady in the face. Oh, like, he was insulting her. He's like, how dare you say that she can get somebody better, whatever. Why don't you go find somebody better, whatever. And then he was like coming all up in her face. Wow. Like he was a loose cannon or whatever. And then he basically had called her the BITCH word. What? Miss Wanda, yes. Wow. And I just thought it was, and he, like, the man is unstable. That's not somebody that you can trust. When he was going through his stuff, and you did make some jokes when he was doing his cheating, but you brought that on yourself, okay? But then he wants to go and lie, so that he had 20 girlfriends or whatever. That's
Yeah.
who you want.
He ended up apologizing to Tisha for that because Tisha was not having it.
Yeah.
I saw the clip where he apologized to her.
Well,
But
he said, I apologize. But the thing is, you don't
it
want
took so
somebody
long for
like
him to
that.
apologize. Exactly.
You don't want somebody like that to do business. You can't trust him. This is somebody who cannot control their emotions
He
when they
cannot
get
be
upset.
professional. Exactly.
He can't be professional.
For nothing.
So no, I would not. That's he
And
needs
he
to
was
listen
good.
to his wife.
And it was good that he said, and I was like, oh, wow, how did that occur? He said that Tisha owns the majority of it, of the company. And so he's like, I can't do anything with it because she owns the majority, so I have to get her permission.
Which I thought was awesome.
Yeah, which was awesome. I said, you go, Tisha. And when he asked her, she says, I can't
trust him. I can't. He can't be bought back in right
so
now.
they're going to do a little venture with him and see
With like
how
Destiny's
that goes.
Salon, they're going to see how it goes or whatever. But Tisha said, not now. I would not.
Yeah, she said,
you can't be trusted.
definitely he cannot buy into schools. Definitely he can't buy
Not
into
right
schools.
now.
Yeah.
That's what she said. But hopefully he realized that this is a hell no. Because Martell can be tried. I mean, look at how irrational this man is.
Yeah.
He came over to Melody's house season 2 to basically come and get at her or whatever, talking about how, oh, you're not taking care of the kids. That's why I'm going to do full custody. And all 4 of his kids were right there in the driveway. Just popped up at her house, her new house that she got.
Wow.
And he's just all over the place. This man is irrational.
Yeah.
He can't be trusted.
No.
So I would say hell no.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm glad that Tisha put her foot down.
Yeah.
But we're going to talk about Destiny and Melody because it has been.
I don't know who called who to meet up.
I think Destiny called Melody to come. Mm-hmm. Now, my thing is, they were sitting down and they were talking or whatever, stuff like that. And, basically they were...
pulls up the receipts.
Pulled up the receipts or whatever, stuff like that. She's like, talk to me. Tell me why you're feeling like what's going on, what's not going on. She's like, well, I don't really know what's going on. She's like, oh, you have no idea.
Because for the reunion, Destiny said she had not spoken to Mel. Or Mel pulls up her
receipts,
phone.
and basically they had been texting each other
back and forth.
But maybe they had gotten a phone call.
Shallow. Yeah, but not like talking to each other.
Yeah, but I think Destiny said, I think what Destiny meant was that they had not been on the phone with each other. Because she said that, I'm used to calling, hearing from my girl, or talking to my girl on the phone every other day.
Right.
Now, you show the text messages, but where are the phone calls? You know what I'm saying? So that was my thing or whatever. But my thing is with Melody, it's just like she's always like, you have to give this, it's like you gotta slit your wrist or something to show her that you're loyal or some stuff. Yeah. And it's just too much. Yeah. Like, it's really too much. Like, how was she supposed to know that that was her enemy? You know what I'm saying?
And I mean, you have said that Destiny and Tisha can be friends in the past. So now that they are friends, now you're upset. But I don't really like, as an adult, I had a friend like this, actually. I really don't like someone to tell me who I can be friends with and who I can't. I mean, I respect the fact that you're not friends with someone. But if I'm already friends with someone or I'm cordial with someone and you are suspecting me and paranoid and questioning my friendship to you, like, I cannot be friends with someone like that. Like, I had to break a friendship just because of that. Because it just seemed like, to be your friend, I gotta, what do you want? My blood? Like, I am an adult. You don't get to tell me who I'm gonna be friends with and who I'm not gonna be friends with. You may not be talking to this person. That doesn't mean I'm not gonna talk to the person. Now, I'm going to be considerate. I'm not going to try to rub your nose in it or stuff like that. But I'm not going to hate someone because you hate that person. Like, I am an adult. Your experience of someone is going to be totally different than my experience with that person.
Yeah.
And I don't expect, if I don't like someone and you're friends with them, I actually don't care. Be friends with them. It doesn't matter. And I'm not really going to, what I wouldn't do is sit down with you and talk bad about someone that you're friends with, because I'm not friends with that person. You know?
Yeah.
So it's just so So childish, I think.
Because they were going basically tit for tat or whatever, going back and forth, whatever. She's like, I have the receipts. I was doing this, like, showing everything that she, them talking or whatever, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing is, Melody, you know exactly what she was talking about, what she said y'all had not been talking on the phone. And I'm sure you had distance yourself. Mm-hmm. Don't sit here and say that, oh, your relationship was perfect after she went, which I don't agree with, when it was your release party. I did not think that Melody Destiny should have went and tried to make it about her and how she ain't got no village.
I know.
I felt like there was a little bit of jealousy.
I thought so
and
too.
She felt like, you know, she's getting herself together. I'm still in this divorce. I still don't have my money together.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't have anybody.
And at the same time, too, Destiny, she also could have picked up the phone and called her. Right? Instead of texting back. You also could have picked up the phone.
Yeah.
And then said to her, I called you several times and you never picked up. You were sending me a text instead. So it kind of goes both ways. I think at the end, you know, Destiny said it best in terms of friendship for a season. Obviously, the season is over.
I feel bad because they really seem like they were really good friends.
It's
but
hard
Melody
to be
is
friends
weird.
with Mel.
I mean,
sometimes.
but
It's
just
hard.
like looking back on
She can be
season
very
one, the way she
taxing.
has been, you are actually very contradicting. And then you can also be very catty and very manipulative.
Yeah.
That I feel from what I was seeing in the past seasons.
Yeah. It's an exhausting
A relationship.
friendship with
You know
Mel.
what I'm saying?
It can be very
But the thing is,
exhausting, I
here
think.
they're saying that. I mean, even Mel Destiny said, you know, you didn't hear about my untalking about you or whatever. She's like, nobody heard none of that. But you heard me talking to Tisa though, which I think was also a little suspect. And then you go and you listen at the door, and then she said, "Yeah, I know I did not listen. I was actually knocking on the door." But then she said, "Yeah, after you listen," she said, "Yeah, I did listen," and then I knocked on the door. Okay, I mean, you're here acting like a child.
Yeah, the whole thing is.
But
Anyway.
I think Martell, I mean,
Don't
but she
be
was already,
friends.
I don't even want,
Now.
I can't even blame Martell because she was already screwed up before Martell.
Yeah.
Because she was acting so petty with all of her friends, season 1 to season 2. And then it's like you're here being super catty for no reason. And you're there saying that don't be rude, but you're there yelling at the top of your lungs. Like, don't talk to me like I'm some damn child. Like, girl, you better
Don't
humble
be rude.
yourself.
I don't know, you know, like when I hear
Don't be
women
rude.
say that to other women, it's so odd. Don't be rude. It's like, okay.
That's when I get
as
my
though you're
booty
a
up and I
teacher
walk.
and I am student. So I don't. And maybe
It's
that's
very
why they do it.
contradicting, though.
Like you're trying to be. I don't know.
Like you're superior to me or something.
Just odd.
Like, it was just odd. Very odd.
Anywho,
But yes, I thought, yeah. I just thought the whole thing with Destiny and Melody was very messy. I felt like Melody, you could have... I just feel like what they need to do... I felt like they were really good friends. I feel like they just both needed to put their pride to the side and just be like, look, I didn't like what you did. I didn't like what you did. Mm-hmm. But our friendship is worth more than this, and we should just move forward from this. But it just seemed like both of them just did not want
in
to...
a hurt place, right?
Yeah.
Destiny is still very hurt. She's still doing a lot of things that she can. She also accused Mel of kind of getting in the way of her business or something.
Well, Martell said the same thing about Melody, so I don't know how true it is.
And, you know, not allowing other people to continue to do... Well, she said there was a lady who she was working with, and then I guess the lady found out maybe through social media that they're not friends anymore, and so said, well, when you guys work things out, you know, I can't work with you until things work out with you and Mel. So I don't know how true that is. Yeah, I don't know if that's how business is done these days.
That's weird.
Yeah, I mean, but hey, I don't know. Anywho, they went their separate ways. I just feel like, because I remember you were watching something. I remember when Mel was kind of accusing Tisha and Kimmy of not calling her, like she was going through her stuff. And then Tisha was like, well, some people in my family died and I never got any calls from you. So it's kind of like that thing where you accuse other people, but then you don't follow through. I just feel
Everybody
like...
lacks accountability in this group.
I just feel like some friendships is just too much. And Mel, it just seems too much being your friend sometimes. You know, someone like that, if I want to continue to stay friends with them,
I have to love you from a distance.
I probably will have to ignore them a few times. Like, just put a pause on them, and because that's just going to be too much. It'll be too exhausting. Like I said, I had a friend like that, and suffice to say, we're not friends anymore. I mean, really. She still tries to call me, and actually recently she wanted to get my phone number, and my answer was, no, I didn't bother to, like, let her have my number. She asked a mutual friend, and I was like, no, if she asks a second time or a third time, maybe, yeah, but not now. Because I just, once something has happened, it's hard for me to go back. It's hard for me not to remember. So, anywho.
But yes, y'all, it's Mary and Amma. Thank you for watching. We hope you guys like, share,
subscribe,
and comment down below.